Well, hello everybody, and welcome to What's Cooking with Dr. Cook. I'm your host, Dr. Allison Koch, the resident registered dietitian with foodguides.com, a place where those living with acid reflux, IBS, and those following the low FODMAP diet can come and find their nutrition information and product recommendations all in one place. And we are joined by the wonderful Chef Lisa Green. Again, hello,
Hi.
Chef.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, always a
Okay.
pleasure. We are so excited for tonight's recipe. This is one of your superstar recipes.
Yes, this recipe I thought of this probably 5, 6, I don't know what year is it. No, like 9 years ago. I won an award for it in 2015, I believe, a small local award. So
Hey, that's amazing.
Yay. But we're changing it up a little bit this time, the cooking process.
Yes, because we are focusing on keeping those nutrients in there with the Brussels sprout and, but also maintaining the flavor. So that's
yes.
what it is. And for all of those of you who are joining us, it is the maple bacon roasted Brussels sprouts tonight.
Yes. Yes, it is. And it is so good. These little cabbages. I don't know. How big are yours? Are they pretty big?
Well, I went ahead
open.
and I quartered them
Did you?
so I could get the enzyme process going, but I can grab some and show them. But I want to say that they're similar. Yeah. Similar in size.
They're supposed to sit out for what did I say? About 5 minutes?
10 minutes.
10 minutes. That's right.
Yes.
As I get older, memory fades. Because I've never done this before. I've never had them sit out before. I've never steamed them before. I've always just roasted them. Honestly, I would cut them, put them on a sheet tray, put some bacon grease on them, and throw them in the oven until they got a little caramelized. So it's all a little new for me. So, and what happens when we let them sit out for 10 minutes? I can't remember exactly.
Right. So it's actually it's great because there is an enzyme. So with all cruciferous vegetables, actually. So whenever you eat a cruciferous vegetable and you start chewing it, it activates an enzyme in it, and it's myrosinase. I'm probably saying that, but myrosinase.
Myrosinase, yep.
Yeah, myrosinase. So what that does when you chew any sort of cruciferous vegetable is it activates that enzyme, which what that does is it starts up like a chain reaction, essentially, to create metabolites, which those metabolites are what are responsible for producing the antioxidants that those vegetables are known for, and Brussels sprouts contain so many wonderful antioxidants. Specifically, we know that they're super high in vitamin C, vitamin A. In fact, this particular recipe makes 2 to 4 servings. When I did the nutrient analysis for it, though, I pulled it as 4 servings just because it's a pound of Brussels sprouts. And 1 serving gives you 160% of your daily value of vitamin C. And that's really important this time of year. Everybody's going back to school, all the events are starting, like back up. So, keeping your immune system really pumped up, having a nice, delicious vegetable like the Brussels sprout around is great. And you're actually touting this recipe as being a recipe that will turn the Brussels sprout hater into a Brussels sprout lover.
Yes, I am. With the bacon and the maple syrup and the goat cheese, it's really, really good. And Brussels sprouts, I don't, they're just so delicious. And
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't like Brussels sprouts, you have to try it. At least try a bite with some of the maple, the goat cheese, and the bacon, and then decide. So these
Right.
aren't the so they're not the canned Brussels sprouts that you got at Thanksgiving when I was a kid from my aunt.
Well, yeah. And, we said the same thing about the roasted radishes recipe. That was another recipe that would take, somebody who really was on the fence about radishes or maybe didn't like them and, give it a try because they don't taste like that tart radish. They taste so delicious and almost, like when we tried them, almost like a potato, but they're not. They're not a potato, they're a radish. So, but chocked full of those nutrients as well. And I know some people out there might be saying, okay, but you're making this Brussels sprout recipe with maple syrup and bacon. So what's super nutritious about this? Well, first of all, the cooking method. Yeah, the Brussels sprout. The cooking method that we're using is maintaining a lot of nutrition in the Brussels sprout itself, and also the amount of the other ingredients that we're using make this a completely, appropriate recipe to have. So per serving, it's 128 calories. Okay, so that's really that's not a lot of calories again. So we're maintaining a lot of that low cal from the Brussels sprouts itself. 13.9 grams of carbohydrate per serving, 4.3 grams of fiber. So
Nice.
yes, we like the fiber. 8.4 grams of protein. So
all in all, this is a
go.
very, very nutritious meal or side dish or
side dish. Yeah.
Or add some shrimp to it and make it a meal.
Yeah. I know you're probably wondering about the fat. It came out to 5.1 grams of fat with only 2.1 grams of saturated fat. So again, you'll see with these ingredients that, we're not hounding it up with, just a ton of sugar and fat. No, it's just the tasteful amount to add some flavor to the bulk and the main star of this recipe, which is in fact the Brussels sprout. So, yay. So shall we get to it?
Yes. Yes, we shall.
Let's get to it. All right. I'm going with the blue crabs today.
Ooh, nice. I like.
All right.
Is that new?
No, it's my seasonal.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. It's the seasonal one. So let's come on over here. And another super bonus about this recipe is the number of ingredients used. So not a whole lot here. We've got 1 pound of Brussels sprouts. Woohoo! Now I've already cut off my ends, removed the leaves that were kind of a little bit sketchy, and then I've quartered mine. But you probably saw Chef in there before, taking hers apart, and this is what they look like before. So,
Yes.
And you did mention that if you can find them on the stem to try to use those.
Yeah, they're just fresher, and they're probably from the farm right down the street. I don't really see them very often, only at the farmer's market when they are coming into season, because they're a late vegetable.
Right.
Isn't it after it might even have to be a frost but they wintertime is when Brussels sprouts are at their peak. I believe that's when. So.
Absolutely. So after the first frost is their peak season. So that's why we see them a lot in the holiday dishes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. All right.
Have you heard of calettes, perchance?
No.
It is a Brussels sprout crossed with kale.
That
They
sounds
are
amazing.
delicious. I'll try to get some because they are after the first frost. And there's one local farm that grows them around here, and they are,
Calette.
yes, calettes. They look
Calettes.
like
No.
little Brussels sprout kales. They're
Interesting.
very
Yeah, no,
unique.
I've only heard of broccolini in terms of like a cross breed like that. So I think
Mm-hmm.
that would be delicious.
They are
Now that's
delicious.
probably super packed with nutrition because you'll have the calcium from the kale.
Yeah, I, yeah, they
Wow.
probably are.
Hmm.
Makes sense.
Interesting. All right. We got these beautiful Brussels sprouts. The second ingredient is 5 strips of bacon. So we got the bacon here. Then we have 1 tablespoon of pure maple syrup or maple syrup, maple. And we have 2 tablespoons of goat cheese. Goat cheese. And then salt and pepper. So those are our ingredients, and we're going to make a masterful dish out of it here. So
Yes, we are.
how's your cutting with your Brussels sprouts right now?
Oh, they're done. What did I?
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
6. Yeah, I think it's good.
All
I don't know if it's
right.
been quite 10 minutes, but it's close enough.
Well, I think we got to do the bacon first, anyways. So, um,
Yes.
so for everybody who is watching and perhaps just joining us, so with the preparation of the Brussels sprouts, the reason why we let them sit for 10 minutes or let them rest after slicing them is to activate the enzyme myr- myrosinase.
Yes,
Myrosinase.
my rosinase.
Yes, 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 yes. And you do that naturally when you chew cruciferous vegetables. But we're doing this right now to kind of just get the production going because we want this to be as nutritious as possible. And this enzyme is what starts like that chain reaction, creating the metabolites that are responsible for the production of so many health benefits associated with eating these. And one of those is the antioxidant properties that we really just want to promote during this time of season. And
Mm.
another method that we're going to be using during the preparation here is going to be steaming Brussels sprouts, or really steaming any vegetables is another way to maintain the nutrition of the vegetable too. So yes. So I guess I'm going to
Yes.
take everybody over to the stove because the first thing that we do, well, actually, no, I'm going to keep you here because I have to dice my bacon.
Yes, you do.
That's right. I was
We're kind
thinking,
of
I'm like, I got to put my strips in the pan, but no, I've got to dice some bacon real quick.
and it's
So
more like
5 strips of bacon.
it's more like kind of shredding it.
Ooh, shredding.
It's,
All right.
bacon, it's with the fat, it's not the easiest thing to slice. So be careful when you're cutting it because the knife can easily slide through.
All right.
So.
Yeah, you know my knife situation. I do. I need to get some real nice knives. But the colorful knives I have are just so pretty.
They are. Yes, they are.
Now I don't eat pork except for bacon and pepperoni.
Well, I do. I always forget, but I do.
I'm super excited about this. I do. I love some bacon. Smell it in the house.
that's funny. The belly of the pig. You don't think so too,
I
Billy?
don't think about it. Yep, ignorance is bliss for me.
There you go. There you go.
You are not kidding. This is.
Yeah.
I might have to get
So
a
what I
bigger
would
knife.
do is like cut all of it in half and then put it together.
Okay.
Yeah, cut it down the middle and then put it together and then just kind of Yeah. Yeah, I think you might need a different. Do you
Yeah,
have a
maybe
serrated
that.
one? If you have a
I
serrated one, it
do.
might work better for you.
Like a bread knife?
Yeah, it might, because of the grip and how it's the fat and.
Yeah, okay, cool.
A little better.
Perfect. Yeah,
Because it doesn't
definitely.
matter what it looks like. It doesn't need to be equal parts or anything. Doesn't need to be perfectly diced. What?
I'm just like, maybe maybe y'all don't need to be watching me try to do some interesting knife skills here. Oh, you're right. This actually does shred really well, though.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's more like getting it a little cut and then taking it off.
Yep. So yeah, just kind of boop, here. Cool.
I'm going to turn this fan on. Hopefully
All
it's not too
right.
loud.
It's holding on to it. So how would you do this in your restaurant? Like, how would you go through so much bacon shredding?
Um,
Seems
how
like
did I
that
do
would be
it?
time consuming.
Oh, I did it differently. I cooked all the bacon on a sheet tray first,
Oh, okay.
and then crumbled it. I thought for this recipe, this would be easier as opposed to having, I don't know, I decided to change it up. But yeah, you could put the bacon on a sheet tray and throw it in the oven. And then what I would do is pour the bacon grease on top of the Brussels sprouts. And then after the bacon was, and then I'd crumble the bacon on top. So that's always
Gotcha.
an option to be done. I think since this was such a small batch, I decided that this might be a little easier, but it might, maybe the oven method is easier. It is kind of
Well,
a,
I mean, it's an option.
yeah,
Okay. That's good to know.
yeah. And I
I was
figured
just
having it
thinking
already
in
cut
terms,
up
yeah.
of how much I used to make.
Yeah, I was thinking, I'm like, wow, this, that's a lot. That's a lot of love that goes into making, you know, this type of food for a lot of people.
Well, we did cure our own bacon, so we had the belly was whole. So no, that's how I did it. I had the whole belly, and I would cut it up and dice it from that. But since it was the whole belly, it was easier to do as opposed to these strips. So I could cut
Oh,
it like
okay.
a thick piece, and then I could watch how much fat was in it too. So I could because one belly is typically fatter than the other belly, and I don't know if you've ever seen like a block of bacon before
Huh.
it's sliced, like the
Okay.
fat back, and then so I would have these smoked pork bellies, and I would pick and choose what sections that I wanted to use for this dish. So
Oh, that's awesome.
yeah,
Wow.
and then for our, so I didn't actually have typically sliced bacon, like thin slice of bacon for like the scallop dish. I would have bacon about that thick, and then put the scallops on top. It was really
Ooh.
meaty too. It was very, very good bacon. It was Berkshire hogs, so, which
Ooh.
are like the Colby beef of pigs, the
I was
Berkshire
like the
pigs.
Cadillac of pigs.
Yeah, yeah, they're typically a little bit fattier and smaller, but they're delicious. They're really good. I took
Wow.
a tour of a pig farm actually.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Albright Farms in Union City, Michigan.
Okay. No, they have pig farms in Jackson, I believe, too. Huh.
So, what are the next big piece of diced bacon and saute onion? Yep. So you want to make sure the pan gets hot before you put the bacon in. I'm not saying I wouldn't put any oil in it per se. because this is enough
Okay.
oil. But if it's not hot, it will stick.
All right. I will start that now. You know my pans. All right. I will wash my hands too. I got my bacon on it. Plus, I've got my steamer going. Okay. And so if you were serving this with a main entree, what would be your suggested main?
Well, any type of fish or even pork chops or pork tenderloin.
Okay.
Salmon. Salmon it would go really good with. Some shrimp,
Oh,
chicken, anything really. Ooh, yeah.
definitely.
It's gonna smell like bacon. And this, I'm gonna turn down my burner now, but it all depends on how much fat this bacon has, how long it's gonna take. But we're looking for like a crispy, rendered down bacon.
Okay. Crispy rendered down bacon. I think my pan is hot.
Mine is. Yeah, mine is too.
It is sizzling. It smells fantastic.
Yes, it does. Yeah, it's still stuffed a little bit, minded, but it's gonna get. Ooh. And the bacon I have is actually pretty fatty, so
Yeah,
it's gonna
this
have to be.
surprisingly is too. All right. I will not be pouring the grease into a cold glass container this time.
Yeah, a cold glass container.
Yeah. Learned that last time we were
Oh, that's right.
together.
Hmm.
Here we go. Hey, all right. Not sticking. So another question I have for you for this recipe, um, I have a friend who is really interested in this recipe, but is not a fan of goat cheese. So do you have a recommendation for a different cheese, perhaps, that would be equally as delicious?
Cream cheese, ricotta,
Cre- Oh, okay.
like some sort of soft, kind of creamy cheese is what I would
Awesome.
recommend.
Yeah, I guess I've never thought about cream cheese before.
I just did, and I never had before. Yeah. How's your bacon looking? Looking good. This
Oh,
is a lot
yeah.
of grease, too. I'm not going to use all of this on the Brussels sprouts, that's for sure. Not.
So
Goodness,
when are you
flavor.
putting your Brussels sprouts in the steam?
Probably now.
Okay.
I'm pretty close. I got to get it heated up again, my makeshift steamer.
So we're steaming for like 3 to 5 minutes then.
Yes.
Okay.
Hopefully, that's what they recommended for this process. Hopefully, and then I'm going to wrap it with aluminum foil so I don't have. This is kind of a a testing of this cooking method to see how well it works out. So might have to cook them a little bit longer, but we're trying to get the most nutrients out of the Brussels sprout as possible. That is our goal.
All right.
Is it starting to crisp up? You're getting a lot of rendering down there.
It is.
Just you might want to turn it up a bit.
Okay.
I'll show you what mine looks like. You can
Ooh,
see.
okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely need to turn up the heat. Didn't want it to pop at me too bad. Okay, I have some that are definitely cooking up.
All right.
Ooh, yeah. There we go. Yahoo! Just this is a silly question. Does the fat get really dark?
Yes. It
Okay.
gets crispy dark. Yes, it does.
You hear it? It's popping at me.
Is it?
Yeah. That's why I wear shoes.
I am wearing shoes today.
Yeah, come on, cook. Maybe I should leave it alone for a second.
Yeah.
I should have the lid to this out, because that's good fire safety. Bacon grease.
Oh, bacon grease, yes. And what else? Baking soda.
Yeah. In case of fire, you just slide the lid over. Or you can also have a, baking pan, like a cookie sheet.
Yes.
Ooh.
What? Oh,
yeah. Whoa. I mean, some of this is crispy.
yeah.
What do you think?
I think you're good.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So I should turn it off. Should I just set it aside, or should I try to get the pieces out?
I strained the fat.
Okay.
I strained that, and then I just left mine off to the side in the pan still.
Okay.
Off the burner. So it's like
I will do that.
little bacon bits. Let's see. Yeah, there we go.
Ooh. All right.
Yeah.
I will strain the fat. Sizzle. Okay. Bacon bits in.
And then I'm going to set a timer.
What are we timing?
I just put my Brussels sprouts in.
Oh, put them in where?
I'll put them in the steamer, my makeshift steamer.
Oh, okay. Mine are in the steamer, so I should probably take them off. Woo!
Yeah.
Oh, bacon grease.
Bacon is fun.
Yes. All right. So my Brussels sprouts have been steaming for 5 minutes.
Look at those. Beautiful.
Oh, there we go. So this is where I coat them in bacon grease and the maple syrup. So the tablespoon of maple syrup and the bacon grease. Okay.
Yes. And then on a sheet tray or on a with that.
So we're gonna come back here. Well, I was thinking, yeah, I'll show you. I will show you what I was thinking. Because we're gonna broil these, right? Will this be appropriate?
Yeah.
Cool. Excellent. I have a little bit of grease in there. Grab my all right. Pour these in here.
Beautiful. Look at those.
Yes. Get all that out. All right. And then the tablespoon of maple syrup.
Yes.
Can you find my tablespoon here? Should I be preheating my broiler?
Yes.
Okay. It's one thing I never use is a broiler.
No, or if you just use the oven. Is yours electric oven or is it gas? Oh, it's electric. Never mind.
It's electric.
Yeah. So it's just the top coils that get hot, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I would preheat it. Because if it's a gas broiler, it's underneath.
Oh. Oh, did not know that. Huh. All right. Here's the maple syrup. One tablespoon. Now I will stir this up. Get it nice and coated. I need a spoon.
I can smell them.
Yes. I love how green they are. They just maintain that beautiful green through the steaming.
Now be careful with the steam. Steam gets hot.
Yeah.
It's burnt my finger a little bit.
Okay. So I think these are nicely coated here with the maple syrup and the grease. So at this point, just dump them in the pan.
Yes. Ooh,
You think I need to spray
Yeah.
the pan or anything, or should be
I
good?
don't
I mean,
know. I put
they're
aluminum
coated in
foil on mine.
grease.
Yes, they
Oh,
are.
really?
So I'm gonna put the maple syrup. It's up to you.
Hmm.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
I'll
it looks
just
like
throw them in.
5 minutes was the perfect
We'll see what
time.
happens.
Yes. Live dangerously.
Awesome.
Actually, no, I'm not gonna put maple syrup in.
Here they are, ready to go in the broiler.
Ooh.
Oh,
And
are
now
you
this step.
salting and peppering them? Are you
I will
salting
be,
and
yes.
peppering them now? Okay.
Yeah. Not a lot of salt because I mean the bacon grease is salty.
Okay.
So,
A touch of salt. And some pepper. I really need a new grinder.
do you?
It just it comes out like some salt or some pepper and a few corns. But
Even right
all right.
now, the Brussels sprouts look.
Mm.
I don't think I'll ever cook Brussels sprouts a different way. Those are amazing.
Okay.
Nice and al dente.
Oh yeah. So now these go in the broiler for less than 5 minutes.
Yes, that's our goal anyway.
All right. I'm gonna throw them in. Okay. There we go. And here's this. Got my goat cheese here. Ready for that. I'm gonna grab my bacon. Get my water out here. Grab a pot holder.
Yes.
I'm excited to plate this. Oh my goodness.
I am too. I'm so hungry. I'm gonna get a long plate, maybe. Find it. There it is.
Bring the bacon over. Awesome. Yes. I do like your suggestion too for, if you were to take this as an appetizer, you can just throw a toothpick in and, send these around.
Yes.
What a great idea.
It gets toasty.
No, did we put ours in at the same time?
I think too.
Okay. Are you broiling yours? Do you have a gas stove?
I have a gas stove, and I'm
okay.
not. It's on the bottom, and it's been
Oven.
so long
Okay.
since I've used one. But they're doing good. Let's see how much color they actually get, but it's at this point I'm so excited that I don't even know if it's gonna need the color because the bacon has enough color.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
I like it.
So
Wait.
cool. Oh, thank you.
Man,
Thank you.
Whew.
Oh, these smell great.
I know. How long has it
I
been
want
now?
to I want to open it up and look at them, but I know that'd be bad.
Oh, I already did.
Oh, did you?
Yes, I did. It's going to be a nice treat for Greta. Ooh, tiny apartments get quite warm when you have the oven and the stove going at the same time in the
Yeah.
summer.
Oh my gosh.
I have my AC on, but maybe I did. Oh, I only had it on fan. I had it on high fan. One. Oh.
Oh my. Hey, I didn't have a fire, so I can put this back.
Oh. All right, I'm doing it.
Taking them out? All right.
Yep.
Okay. I will as well.
Oh, yes.
Here we go.
I got a little, yeah.
Oh,
so
definitely. Good. Oh my gosh. Here we go, y'all. Look at those beautiful.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh, gorgeous. Okay. Amazing.
Wait, these beauties.
So the assembly is to lay them.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Go with the Brussels first. And then some bacon. And then some goat cheese.
Brussels.
And then with the goat cheese, I just kind of, just do little dollops, little pea-sized dollops. Like that.
Pea-sized dollops.
Yeah, so you get little, and it will melt, and then I am going to drizzle a little bit more maple syrup on top. I think I haven't tried it yet. Let's try one first before I decide to do that. Just a little bit more. And go. A little more salt, pepper, and maple syrup. Beautiful.
All right. 1 second.
Oh.
Said a drizzle. Trying to follow you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Drizzle.
Beautiful.
Okay. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Maple bacon roasted Brussels sprouts. Delicious looking. I cannot wait to get into this. Shall we?
Yes.
Right. Get my dose of vitamin C. All right. You're like,
you get a bite already.
I know, you're going bacon. For it.
I'm waiting for you, all though. Right.
We get a little bit of everything.
Mm-hmm.
All right, ready?
Cheers.
Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm.
It's nice to have a little bit of maple syrup on like the edge of the plate, so you can kind of, because the maple syrup it's really what kind of makes the whole thing. Mm-hmm. You want, in my opinion, anyway.
This is so good. So after redoing this to maintain the nutrient density for us, how does this compare to your award-winning recipe?
These are better. These are better. They're not as, because I didn't par cook them, I just throw them on a sheet tray. So since Brussels sprouts are so dense, just the heat from the oven, it got them sometimes a little bit too brown.
Oh my gosh.
On the edges. So yeah.
That's great.
These are These are way better, actually.
Wow.
The You get more of the Brussels sprout flavor. It's not,
Mm-hmm.
you don't get like that burnt taste of, say, a leaf that got a little bit extra crispy. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
yeah, wow.
Mm-hmm.
And when I did pre-cook them, I would boil them. I don't know why I didn't steam them. I wasn't thinking.
Yeah, this is amazing. And I thought that when you were first talking about the recipe and you were talking about how caramelization might interfere with some of the nutrient loss. Honestly, like, I mean, look at these. These do not look like they have been compromised in any way. I mean,
Uh-oh.
they're so, um, I mean, they don't have any dryness at all. I mean, they're very
No.
just full of the
Mhm.
flavors.
Yes, they
Hmm.
are. These are
These are so good.
really
Hmm.
good. Well, learn how to eat vegetables.
Yes, exactly.
Make vegetables taste good.
Yes, exactly.
I almost lost some.
That's what we love is having these wonderful vegetable recipes that can turn the quote unquote vegetable haters into vegetable lovers. Yes,
Mhm.
yes.
Yes.
They're just so good for you. And this is a perfect dish, not only just for everyday eating, but it really is something that would be perfect for like a seasonal, like, you know, event. So, you
Mhm.
know, a Thanksgiving, a holiday meal.
Mhm.
This would be even great for like a dish you're taking to, a, I'm not even kidding, a tailgate, because it really would go with any meat. Um,
Yes.
oh my gosh.
Yes, it
I'm
would.
just thinking this would be great with a sausage, to be honest. So, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, perfect.
Yep.
So, for everybody who's watching, this wonderful recipe is going to be live on foodguides.com here in just a couple weeks. So, you're going to be able to experience the joy of cooking this at home now that you have been able to watch how easy it is to make. And this is a super delicious, nutritious, nutrient rich recipe that will definitely knock the socks off of anybody you serve it to. So, highly recommend it.
Mhm.
Highly recommend it. A great way to get your vitamin C and keep your immune system happy. Also, rich in vitamin A,
Yes.
which is important. I've said this so many times
Mhm.
on the show. It's important to me because, macular degeneration runs in my family history. So, keeping eye health, um, you know, definitely up there by having vitamin A uh, daily in my food intake. And this is another great way to get it. So wonderful.
Yes, it is.
Yes. Another great recipe. Thank you so much, Chef. And thank you to
Yes.
everybody for joining us. Head over to foodguides.com, click on the contributor profiles, and click on Lisa to see all of her wonderful recipes. She makes so many great things, especially lately that tomato free pasta sauce. If you all haven't experienced that, it's unbelievable. So,
Mhm.
yay.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
And we got the peach lettuce.
Oh,
I was
yep.
gonna say we got the peach
Yes.
lettuce
Yes.
wraps in two
Lettuce
weeks.
boats wraps.
Yes.
Yes. This one's been fun. This one's been racking my brain how to do something different, something kind of fun and summery and light. And I am gonna add shrimp to it for the show. And yeah, the test batch was really good with the candied walnuts and the yeah. It's kind of went in all different directions. I was gonna try to do some sort of peach cobbler salad, and then it just kind of warped into these lettuce wrap bites.
I can't wait. After you sent the teaser photo, I'm like, I cannot
Yeah,
wait. Oh my
yeah,
gosh, a peach
turned out
cobbler
really
lettuce
good.
wrap. Yes. Oh
Yes.
my gosh, absolutely. Well, thank you again, and we'll see everybody in a couple weeks.
Yes.
Yay!
Bye.
Bye.
Mwah.
Love you too. Bye.